Can you feel it? See it? Hear it today. If you can't, then it doesn't matter anyway. Cause you'll never understand, cause it happens so fast. And it feels so good, it's like walking on glass. Feels so good, so hip and so right. It's so cool, babe, it's out of sight. You can touch it, smell it, taste it so sweet. But it makes no difference, cause it knocks you off your feet. Hey guys, Krazak again. I'm gonna take you through our 4 tamper base in Lone Pine again. We've added another 4 tampers to it, so now it's a 8 tamper base. This is original section. Seen that in a previous video. But if we go to the edge of it, starting from here is the 4 tamper back heading backwards. It's a little different. We just wanted to go for just a lot more loot rooms, a lot more places to spread our loot and stuff like that. It's the same type of design. It's still it's 4 tampers separated with a large shelter covering the gap. We have gates all around it. We have a wall of large shelters, upper large shelters going all the way around it. And in the middle we have a lot more storage, and everything is pretty much repairable and rebuildable. I wanted to mention like things like this. So those gates there, they'll probably never be able to be if they get blown up, they'll never be able to be replaced because they've got an expansion cutting through them. There's no protection from the expansion, and same here. Those that expansion cuts into, you know, probably even 1-2 gates, and all the ones underneath there, they're forming double gates for their deck, for our deck foundation, which was shown before. But yeah, if when they get raided, then they won't be able to be replaced. So for this expansion, we've kind of gone the opposite way. We've made sure everything is kind of replaceable. The only things that would be annoying to replace is the roof section. So we've got some roof here, and we've got some roof at the start. Those roofs don't have an shelter underneath, and I'm still, old habits die hard, I'm still putting a large shelter covering the gate. I've in a few of my in our raiding videos, I've been noticing that does nothing. You do as much damage to the gate as if it wasn't there, kind of thing. So, and you're also damaging the large shelter, so you might as well not even have it out there anymore. It used to be a good technique for providing an little bit of extra cover, but yeah, don't do it anymore. I'm not going to do it in my next designs. So, but yeah, it's just an old habit. So, and another thing I did, I'll jump down now. In one of my other videos, we did get raided. One of our bases got raided, and silly me, like the gate's been blown up, but the large shelter remained. They didn't destroy the large shelter, and I come along, I'm starting to repairing the base and repairing everything, and I see this large shelter which is almost dead, and I repair it full, and then I go to place the gate, and then I realize I can't place the gate. So what you want to do, if you ever do lose your gate and you've got a large shelter or something covering the gate, you need to destroy it yourself, and you can't demo it because it's detached. You don't have permission to it anymore. You can't demo it. You can't place objects in there. You can't replace the doors. You can't build in there. So what you have to do is you basically have to raid it yourself. You have to set down explosives. And because when it was blown up, it was so low health, I could have probably done it with 1 or 2 IEDs. But instead, I repaired it to full, and then I had to use like 25 to 30 IEDs on it. So, yeah, just a small thing to remember with the. Alright, so this is the front, or the back gate, we call this. We put little shelters in here, a lot more rooms. But that continues around. We have another driveway continues on here. All these loot rooms you can store stuff in if you like. And this continues around. This is the second tamper along. Once I cross this part, we're crossing into the original thing, and this continues all the way around to the front gate too. So there's our front gate down there. So it's a nice little straight like corridor, and yeah, it all looks the same to anyone trying to come in, kind of thing. So I'm really looking forward to this one. This only problem here, this didn't line up properly, so it's really hard to close this gate from here and then get back. Well, I did it first go there, but normally you can't do that. So that's the only flaw with the base that I've noticed so far. And there's been 1 or 2 rooms that haven't lined up, and if you open a gate, it's a pain in the ass to close. So what I've done is I just set the code on that gate to something different, so we just don't use those rooms. Alright, so yeah, we have very limited roof access. We want to make sure that they have to work to get to our roof. There's no roof access here, but it's just a few extra rooms that we hit up top. To get to the roof, it's a lot of work to get here. And we did that with the other tamper too. We put the access to the roof quite deep in the base. So that one's behind, gates, shelters, and shelters again. And once you're up here, we have got little pockets where we can put additional loot. This one, and there's another tip too. Just remembered, I should write them down. When you are placing like your roof sections, which you plan on knocking out the below section below, what you should do is build it. And before you knock out the below section, just like put doors on there at least. And if you want other stuff in the room, put other stuff in the room. Because once you knock out the lower shelter, as I said before, it's detached and you lose ownership to it. Alright, yeah, so we got a pocket of rooms there. We got another pocket of rooms in here. Oh, this is a funny section as well. This is back to the second tamper along. And there's that corridor. Come through here. Got some rooms in here. We got a little tiny little pocket in here too for additional storage. These are one of the doors, gates that are hard to close, so this one is a funny code. Just because if you open that, it's stuck within those shelters and it's a bitch to close, so we try not to use that one. Yeah, everything is rebuildable though, so nothing's kind of if something gets blown up, it should be easily replaced. So that was what we were kind of going for here. A lot of loot rooms and making it easier to rebuild if it does get raided. Everything on the other section over the original section is rebuildable, like the walls and all the gates on the outside and the shelters that form the wall, but would have problems replacing some gates. So that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, hope you liked the video, and we'll catch up with you later. Yeah.